So right now, my boat's a hot mess. Kind of had a little project this winter. I had some oxidation, some very light oxidation on the top cap of my boat. I decided to wet sand, buff, and polish basically the entire boat. And this is a Phoenix 619 in 2011. So it kind of needed it. So right now, we haven't been fishing in about a month, and everything is kind of turned inside out. But one of the things that I wanted to do that kind of went along with this project was getting new boat registration numbers. So the old numbers that I had were okay. They did a decent job, but I put them on crooked and it always bugged the crap out of me, and I really didn't want to waste money and take them off. So I knew doing this project I wanted to get some decent looking numbers that were straight and they looked good and went with the boat. As you can see, the other registration numbers are just god awful ugly, and it always bothered me. So I came across the product at Overtons. They actually can print and ship to you custom registration numbers in basically almost any color you want. These are the actual black metallic, and I think they go really good with my black and silver boat. And they're really easy to install. They come to you in one big strip. It's basically kind of like this, and they'll actually come together, so you'll have to cut them in half like I've already done with this one, and I've applied one side. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you how easy it is to actually install these. And we're going to put them right here, and all you need is really some patience and some soapy dishwater. So this is everything you actually need to install these. Most of this stuff is all really cheap. You can get this from anywhere. Most of the stuff came from Walmart. All of this stuff came from Walmart, in fact, other than the actual decals, which again come from Overtons. But this here is 1 cup of water with 3 drops of Dawn dish detergent. You need a putty knife. You can also use a little rubber squeegee, but that's what I had, so that's what I'm gonna use. Now, this is the tape measure, and this is optional, but because I want some uniformity on both sides of my boat, I wanted the letters to be, or to start and end at roughly the same spot. Again, this gives it some uniformity. And so what I'm gonna do with that then is I measured with the tape measure from the point of the bow all the way down to where the numbers begin on the opposite side. So I got a number, I got 52 inches. So I measured 52 inches on this side. So now I know when I place my numbers on this side, there'll be some uniformity there. I'm kind of anal like that, and you know, I just want things to match, and I want some uniformity. So what's the first step? Very, very easy stuff. If you just have some patience, this will go, you know, you'll have a great looking set of decals on your boat. All right, step 1, take your soapy dish detergent. You make sure it's good and sudsed up, and you just spray the entire side down. And I mean spray it good. You can't overspray it. Do not overspray it. Now your second step is going to be actually removing these stickers are kind of double-sided. So there's a transparent side, which is actually going to be the side that's the opposite side that's sticking to the boat, and then the back side is the actual sticky side. So really easy and carefully we'll pull this back, and you can see numbers are coming off super easy. Now everything's kind of upside down, but we're going to take again our soapy water and just spray it down. Now with everything good and wet, you can take this and stick it almost anywhere you want, really. Just keep remember that yellow piece of tape that we use as our marker, but you can kind of stick this anywhere you want. The beauty of this is the applying this the wet method is once you put it in there, you can slide it to wherever you want. So it's on there. I'm not going to push it tight because it's not where I want it yet. I'm going to use my finger, the width of my finger as a measuring tool to make sure that all the numbers are about the width of my finger from this top little silver line here. So I feel pretty good about that. I feel like that's a decent, I feel like it's going to look pretty good. So now I'm going to apply a little bit more pressure to this with my hand first. Now we'll take this is a putty knife, but again, you can use a credit card or whatever you want. And we'll push down on the numbers, squeeze all that water out. Squeezing all that water out. Don't push too hard. I think that's good. Now it's the middle of the day. This needs to dry. It's a little bit cooler today. Today's Saturday. It's a little bit cooler than it was yesterday, but I still think if we leave this here for 20 minutes or so, it's going to do really good, depending on how warm it is outside. You want this to dry almost completely before you start trying to take your numbers or try to take this transparent material off. But the big thing at this point is just to get all that, as much water out as you can. You know, I'm a big believer that look good, fish good, you know? I see so many people that don't take care of their boats. They're riding around in this raggedy stuff. These things cost a lot of money, and my boat's older. I still want it to look good. So that's why I'm doing this, you know? I want it to look good. All right, so that's that. We're gonna sit here for 20 minutes now and we'll wait. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. So now we're just gonna ever so easily pull this off. I'm gonna push down on it one more time to make sure we're good. You can definitely tell it's a lot drier. All right, so the trick with taking this off though is once you start with one corner pulling, don't pull it straight up out like this. Pull it almost horizontally against itself. And it comes right off really nice. Look at there. Nice and easy. That right there is pretty. All right, that's that. Custom boat registration numbers from Overtons. Easy peasy. A little bit of patience, goes right on. It'll last a lifetime probably. So that's it. They got a ton of different colors for you to choose from. Again, this is metallic black. I think it looks good against my silver here, and with the black over top and bottom of it. So I think it looks good. I'll leave the link to Overtons, to these actual same decals that I have. I'll leave a link into that in the description. I'd encourage you to check them out. You know, it's a very easy and cheap way. These were $30 for two. You get a pair, and so it's a good cheap way to kind of bling out your boat just a little bit and just make it look a little bit better. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the water real soon because I got to finish this thing up.